What's up guys, it's Phi here, and today I'm going to be doing a 3-minute guide for Corki. Now Corki's in a really strong place at the moment because of the recent Triforce changes. He deals a huge amount of damage in lane, and he can really control the lane without taking any damage in return because of his rockets and his ultimate. It means he can just poke the enemy down, and he's completely safe while doing so. Now if being a lane bully wasn't enough, he can actually output a ton of damage in team fights, and he can really control the fight from the start by poking people down and then dealing a huge amount of damage when they engage. So for masteries there are two raw options, but the one I suggest is 21-9. Now this is going to give you the durability to trade in lane because Corki is pretty low range, and so he's going to be attacked a lot when you attack the enemy AD. Now the other option is 21-5-4, and that's going to be better if you're not so comfortable with Corki. The runes I run on Corki are very standard, as with any AD. It's going to be flat AD marks, armor seals, magic resist or magic resist per level blues, and then finally for quints, 1 AD and 2 lifesteal. It's going to give you the most trade potential in lane as well as sustain that's going to allow you to farm. So for skill order, you want to take your Q, W, E, and then ultimate whenever available. Now your Q is your main trading tool and damage in lane, so that's why you're going to max it first. Then your E is going to provide armor shred, which is great for team fights, which is why you max it second. So as with any AD, you want to start with the Doran's Blade because it gives you the health, AD, and lifesteal. It's going to allow you to trade in lane and also sustain. Now moving on from that, you want to build into your Triforce, and it's normally best to get a Phage first because this gives you AD, it gives you health, but it also gives you the movement speed passive, which is really strong for trading. Now I've put Vamp Scepter here as well because if you're against a very tough lane, you will need to get that to sustain through the lane, but if you don't need it, then don't buy it as it does delay your build. So after this, you want to build into your Triforce as soon as possible and only have level 1 boots. Now you don't need level 2 boots just yet because Corki's mobility with his W is pretty good anyway, and Triforce is such an important item on him. So after this, what you build is really personal preference and it depends what kind of game you want to play. Now the build I use because I like to team fight is Triforce, Infinity Edge and Last Whisper. It's going to give you a lot of team fight potential with those crits, and it means that you transition into mid game really well, and you can always just all in engage and you're still going to come out on top. So if you just want to kite people around and poke and not really engage, and you want to get a Last Whisper and a Bloodthirster after this, it's going to provide the most damage for your poke, and it means your rockets are really going to hurt. So one of Corki's weaknesses is he's very vulnerable to CC, and if he does get locked down then it's very easy to kill him. This is why Banshees is probably one of the best defensive items on him because it means it can block that first CC, you can Valkyrie away and then kill the opponent when they run after you. Other than that, Corki's very short range, so Guardian Angel will be good, and because of the CC I mentioned earlier, Quicksilver Sash will be good as well. So as I said at the start, Corki is very strong in lane, but you have to remember that your main power spike comes when you build Triforce, so you can't go balls deep too early. Saying that, your main trading tool is going to be Q into an auto attack because your auto attack does do that extra passive damage. So make sure you only use your E when you're actually going for a kill or extended fights, because other than that it's not really worth it and you will just run out of mana and eventually lose the lane. Apart from that, poke with your rockets, but make sure you always have 3 to 4 rockets available in your bank so that if you do full engage you have enough rockets to actually fight with. Finally, in team fights, Corki's really good at shredding tanks because of the armor shred on his E, so just make sure you attack the closest target possible and rocket before the fight. Valkyrie away when someone engages on you and then just kite them around. You'll actually do a ton of damage, but make sure you use your abilities and your rockets to get the Sheen procs. So thanks for watching guys. Now I'm actually working on a lot of different things at the moment, but mostly I'm working on extensive champion guides and also extensive mechanic guides like how to trade in lane and how to attack move. So if there's one of these videos that you really want to see first, like an extensive guide for a champion or an extensive guide on how to attack move, then please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure I'll pick the most popular one to get out first. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, go share it with your friends, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you in my next video.